All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
From the pistol, Hurts escapes the pocket. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. That's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Hits him on the in route, and he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That one gains 7, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The Eagles inside the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Headed out right. He's keeping it, and he's short of the first after a mild gain.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This one's caught. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. He's got room to roam. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. First carry here for the rookie out of Jacksonville State. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back-to-back carries here. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He was taken down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Fourth down. Here's Allen. His first throw is an interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. To set up just shy of their own 45 after that interception and return. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
One quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They go play fake with Hurts. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
14. Bills nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Taking a shot deep here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen. Complete out to the right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is such the back and forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll cobble together a yard there. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts. Into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
First down throw for Allen. Get some space around midfield. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen on the play action. Finds his fullback. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Round 80! What's that?
Another one for Cook. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Then goal to go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
180! What's that?
Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain.
The kicker on.
Now they'll try the extra point again. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Bills 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. And goes to the hurry up here.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
On a play fake, it's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
And then first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
21, Bills 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On first down, Allen. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick six, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Bills 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Hey, we gotta switch it up, we gotta switch it up, we gotta... Round 80! Off 52. 5 wide. Look out!
Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he's gonna just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
17 yards.
The big play nets him 17 yards. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gun. Alert! What's that?
Now Allen. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
31 yards.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 17-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Middle. What's that?
Working inside the red zone. Caught out wide. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
5 wide. What's that?
Cook runs it in, touchdown Buffalo! The Bills chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. It's a chance to run here. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
35. Bills 14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's a return from the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. He's out in the clear. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. On first down, they'll run. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Half 85, half 85.
Back to throw now, Allen. On the move, headed right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Allen on third down. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
There's a dive up the middle. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. Still failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
He cuts it back right. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
This one is up and good. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Allen setting up to throw. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. No gain on first down.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a first down.
Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hand off to the back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Well, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes second and long.
Alert! Round 80!
Play action now with Allen. Fits it through the middle. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Allen to throw. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Here's Allen. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
And you just get the play off. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. So first down from the 41. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
Great, set.
There's another carry for Barkley. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9. Third and long for him here. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Toss play to Barkley. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They go play fake with Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down, a run with Barkley. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Barkley again here on second. He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Eagles ready to move to a perfect 10-0. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Hurts. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Andrew Makuba makes the play.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
No touch that. No touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
No touch that. No touch.
They go to Barkley again. He's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Great.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Buffalo.